All right.
Yeah, bro.
All right. Let's go, man. Let's get into the show.
Whew.
Thank you, Tamise.
Yeah, we ain't burning this with each other in the room no more.
Today will be the last day.
No more. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get started.
All right, let's get into entertainment news, man. Let's get it.
All right. Hold on.
So we'll go on with our live entertainment. Without further ado, here they are.
It's cliffhanger.
Love it. I just love it.
All righty. All righty, y'all. We got a lot. An absolute lot to get to.
So, I no show about mucho ocupado.
Oh, you just said the same thing in Japanese?
No, I said in Spanish, sir.
Oh, in Spanish? I knew it was.
Kill no monkey arimas. I just said that in Japanese.
Okay, now you said it in Japanese.
Boy, trilingual on your ass. Boy. I wish I could say like my daughter to do the. Then if I could hit that Korean, ooh, that'd be quad. That'd be quadlingual.
That'd be quadlingual.
That'd be quadlingual, bro.
All right.
But I can't do Korean yet. But let's go.
Hey man, we got too much to get into. I told you that in black. All right.
I speak some here about understand. Let's go. Let's get it.
Now let's start with some local news. This is a tragic event that happened over the weekend. Saturday night to be precise.
Good evening.
Over there where we actually do the Kisa and Joe show. Shout out to the Kisa and Joe show real quick. But yeah,
Did you send Denise the link?
Yeah, I sent it.
He said he sent it, Denise. She said she didn't get it because she don't hear where my link at, dude.
Nah, you ain't check because we had the whole whoosh go through.
He said check. He said he sent it, Denise.
Yeah,
man, this mahogany cutting up in here, boy.
I couldn't send it through your Google though, so I had to send it through other mail, but it should be in her.
It should be in her email.
Yeah,
he said check your email.
I don't want to drop an email out, but yeah, it should be.
He said check the email. Let's go.
But yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff that's been going on locally. So first off, before we go to more national news, let's hit the local news. Now there was a mass shooting that happened down here over there on the south side at the Hush Lounge.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. It's a lounge, right?
I think so. I haven't been there. I'm not a person to hang out.
I ain't been there in years.
All right.
But yeah, the Hush Lounge. Apparently, it was the site of a mass shooting that left 4 dead and 17 injured.
Right.
From not just this report, but from other reports, there were other shootings in that same night.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay.
This is the one that took over the biggest news. Nobody was hurt from the other one, thank God. But this was not the last stop. They went here, they went to the other spot.
Okay.
And from what is reported,
she said she don't have it.
She don't.
Yeah.
God, dog. Yeah.
So while you're doing that, I heard a little bit about it. We're trying to get Miss Denise on the show. We're trying to get her the link to get there, so you guys hang tight for that, because one of these events actually popped off from an event I think Miss Denise went to or she was close to. I'm not for sure. When she comes on the show, we'll make sure we'll get the more information about it. But 17, I think it was 17 people in all that was injured and 4 was unalived on the south side here in Birmingham. The mayor, of course, is upset. The city here in Birmingham is upset about this. And why do we say this is different in America? Well, usually it happens on the west side and the east side and the north side, right? That's us. So we don't hear much about it. We do, but it's not national news when things like this happen. This went national. And here's part of the reason why. You went to the south side. And it's sad to say, but you went to the south side. And nephew, you was telling me some stuff earlier and before the show. We're doing a little show prep today because we really wanted to make sure we had our information correct about this topic here. I'm going to turn it back over to you because you know more about this situation than I do, because you're closer to some of the people or was able to talk and do a little investigation journalism over the weekend. So talk.
Yeah.
Also, Denise said it was 21 people. I'm sorry.
It was.
So it was 17 injured. Okay, so the 21.
So 21 in all.
Yeah, 21 and all. Okay.
But yeah, man. I had a few friends that was at that event.
Mm-hmm.
Few acquaintances that was at the event.
Okay.
Their kids, some church members, they kids, and their kids, friends of the folks was there that I definitely know.
Did you rock with?
And that I rock with.
Okay.
From the reports, this popped off at one of the homecomings down here.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say the name because I don't want to sell it the event, because for that homecoming it was very successful outside of this.
Right.
So I don't want to bring no dark light to that.
Okay.
But it happened. It started at one of the homecomings down here, popped off, and apparently this was to get back at somebody that you seen there. Now, the homecoming had multiple spots where it was gonna have the after party. If you're alumni down here, and you know how our especially with us people,
mm-hmm.
if you know how our homecomings get, it is a whole festive everything. Especially if you're proud about your
text her the link, because she said wherever she's looking at it is not there.
I can't text you the link. Because I already sent it like 3 times.
Can you send it through social media too? Send it through Instagram or Facebook to her. Because I don't know, whatever it is, it's not going through.
Are you checking the right email?
She said she's getting other emails, not his. Check your spam.
Yeah.
Please.
Check your spam or check your all. Just check the one folder. Check your spam or check the all folder, because some stuff won't get the register. Or type it in. Type in StreamYard. They do the same thing.
He said type in StreamYard on your link on your email when you're looking for. I know she know how. Y'all done did it before.
Yeah.
So.
I doubt. I can't send it through Messenger.
You want to let you go through Messenger?
Because it's sending through your side, but with us being so linked, and then the email keeps asking me to verify, and I don't know all your stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
So send it to yourself. Can you send it to yourself and then send it to her? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Send it to your email, then send it to her. Because you're doing StreamYard off of my stuff. So send it to her. So we'll get it to you. We'll get it to Denise. We're working on it. But it's a tragedy here in Birmingham, Alabama, with 21 people involved in a drive-by shooting. And listen to WBRC 6 News last night. Steve Crocker said that it seems to be now that it was a hit for hire. Someone was paid to do that this past weekend. And one of the people that was unalive was one of the people that was paid to be unalived. Now, again, this is from WBRC 6 News. I'm not making this up. We talk about a lot of stuff, but when it comes to this kind of stuff, we did our homework on this one. And this came from local TV here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm not going to go on a diatribe about this. I'm not going to go in on what this is or could be. What I want to say before we bring Denise on and nephew tell us a little bit more about what he knows. We're in a sad time in our society that we're doing this, and this is happening continuously, right? And me as a grown man who want to go out with my friends, nephew, that could have been me and you and Denise out. Me and Keisha out just hanging out, right? And trying to have a nice evening on the better side of town. Let's just be real about that, right? And this happened. I'm not a person that's afraid for my life, but now it's hard to protect against something of that stature, of that nature in our city. I know the mayor, he's doing all he can. The police is doing all they can. But here in Birmingham, Alabama, I don't know if you know this, nephew, but we have a law in place where you don't have to have a permit to carry.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
So everybody here in Birmingham, Alabama, if you got a gun, right,
You don't know how to use it. Guess what? That ain't a problem.
you can just carry a gun around.
I just forwarded it to Miss Denise.
Okay, he just forwarded it to you, baby girl. Check your email.
Yeah, check me.
Okay, check. It should be something coming from Cliff. Same here. They say the same thing in Kentucky. The sad part about that is people think that it's not infringing on your right. But what we have to understand is we have people who don't care that that law applies to also. And I'm just going to say this, nephew, this ain't no red, white, or blue thing for me. I would much rather for somebody to have a permit to carry a gun around than not to have a permit. That's just me. It's not about the government getting into your life or anything like that. But if you're going to carry that thing around, bro, you know what I'm saying? I would much rather for you to have a permit. And if you don't have a permit, the law had the police can actually come to you and confiscate your weapon or, do what need to be done by law. I like that better.
But let's be real here, man.
Because
it's two sides to this, and both of them piss me off.
Okay.
Because you have the folks that, it's my amendment, yada, 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 to bear arms. Cool. But even, everybody do not, for one, apply that amendment as seriously as you do.
Right.
Two, don't have the training, the wherewithal, or the responsibleness to carry the arm instead of arming it.
Mm-hmm.
It's carry. That means for protection. That don't mean to show off, to glare, take a picture, to shoot for no reason. That's for one. For two, you got the ignorant part. That's more towards my generation. I know y'all ain't like that, but that's more towards my generation. The ignorant part. You idiots is over there flashing it. Y'all play with it. Like y'all literally go around playing with it, do all of this other stuff. Then you want to make a t-shirt off of a kid that played with it just like how he saw you do it. And now he did because he played with a gun. Then you'll do some BS like this where it's reactionary. If it was a hit, you hit everybody. Like we gotta talk about another supposed hit in another story, which is ironic that you brought that up. But if that was true, and I'm going by hood and gun or down low black market evidence, so please take this with all a grain of salt. But if it is a hit, usually on your hits you hit the target. You don't hit everybody else. It's a point. You took out. You unalived 4 people. One of which was maybe the target. The others definitely had nothing to do with this. In the process, 21 people were injured.
17.
In all. What's the thought process here, man? Like I was literally on Facebook. It was 2 posts that was really ironic. I got a dark sense of humor, so I got it. But at the same note, all good jokes got some truth in it.
Mm-hmm.
Had one homeboy like, man, we need Batman down here in Birmingham. I was like, shoot, might as well get Wonder Woman. Need somebody that can be impenetrable to a point. Might get Superman. Got another dude, he posted something. He was like, bro, it ain't no use for us no more.
Meaning
generational wise. I don't care where you want to pin it. Right now, it's to the point where you need it's almost like you got to wash your hands clean. Like you ain't got too much hope in what's coming up after because of what I just said. How loosely we treat stuff like life. Dude, if this was something like this, you just put your life out there for no reason. With other folks that's enjoying their day. Like we just said, this up the street where we do the show.
Yep.
That could have easily been us.
Easily.
On the wrong day. And we know
Easily.
how. Shoot, me and Joe was talking about this, sorry to break the fourth wall. Me and Joe was talking about this last week on how populated that area has been since we've been there.
Yes.
Since we've been there, we ain't never seen the South Side this crowded on a Wednesday.
Yes.
So you can imagine how it is on a Friday, on a Saturday night.
Yep.
This is frustrating. But then you'll be the first ones to claim that somebody doing you wrong or the cops killed you off.
Right.
You'll be the first one crying about a t-shirt or man, free my you-know-who. But you'll take out anybody for no reason. Couldn't have been that much money worth the life. It's hard to have sympathy for some folks, man. This is literally the stuff that pissed me off, man. I'm going to church. I find this out. And then one of my church members tell me her kids was she got a friend. Her kids and her friends was all there when they were shooting off. The whole place behind them, every last one of them shot up. Thank God none of them got hit. Every last one in the seats behind them shot up.
Wow.
And I told you, because I look at me working different jobs. I know the venue to a heart because I had to paint the whole thing. You have to go down a flight of stairs just to get on the same level. So this couldn't have been, you couldn't have been doing this responsibly. You had to go into the crowd. And you didn't care what you hit. This is the kind of stuff that really irked me, man. That really, really irked me. And it's sad enough, we can't even defend ourselves because it's us. How are we to look to white folks and Hispanics, Asians? You can't get too mad they're trying to help you drop yourself off. I come down because I go on a tirade for the whole 2 hours. That is the most frustrating part. It be us on the side with folks that don't care for us. Like how we said on the before the show, let that been the West End. This wouldn't even been the national news. Let that been the West End. You've been a statistic. They have to write down in the political meetings at the freaking board downtown. You're a statistic in your own spot. But you'll take it to another spot, now it's national news. Now you look like a whole hillbilly and a whole N-word to everybody.
Make us all look like that.
And now look at me. Now look at me. Because of that stigmatism in Birmingham, Alabama alone, a city known for its civil rights and the issues, I have to drive around and I can't help but to get profiled because I look like the same folks that just did a stupid shooting down the road.
Preach.
This is frustrating, man.
And you're young.
And I'm young. Already today, if you didn't know the statistics, my age group can't get past 35.
I wonder why.
Barely 30.
I wonder why.
It's literally frustrating. You know what I have to deal with as a dude that don't even practice this crap? They scared for me to even get my licensing permit for a gun because they think as soon as they see you with it, you don't.
Yep.
They scared for me to get the permit because I'm not going to get a chance to show you I got it. That's for one. For two, I keep getting alerts from my family members. Whenever I leave, I have to keep them updated because we don't know down here in the South, in Alabama, with the license to carry law that we have now. We do not know. But be the same ones on Facebook asking for some stupid sympathy. I see it all through my whole timeline. Oh, man, rest in peace, big sis. Oh, man, I love you, big bro. And they be the main ones terrorizing our neighborhoods and leaking it to the white folks. So when my homeboy does put the post out, man, sometimes I feel like we just gotta wash our hands of this. Cause we already look dirty to folks that think we look dirty because our skin. I'm sick of this. I'm done for now. I'm done for now. But that's just a little bit of the frustration I had already that got to a boiling point after hearing it. So now I gotta downplay it to my folks, like, man, yeah, but good thing I'm downstairs at the house playing my game.
Right.
Looking at sports.
But it could have been that weekend that you went out. You could have been out there, bro.
Easy.
Because that's where we go. When we go out, we're gonna go to the south side.
South side, over there to Hoover. Y'all got Hoover hot now. Shoot, can't go to Mountain Brook 280 because they don't even look like you look like you're supposed to be walking in the same vicinity as some of them.
And you wonder why.
And they don't cater to nothing that you want.
And you wonder why if you're wearing blue jeans and a t-shirt or blue jeans and a hoodie, that part.
It's frustrating. Purely frustrating, man.
Is it Ms. Denise in?
No, I don't see her.
She didn't pop up there?
No, I know I sent it though. She probably texted me. I haven't been talking. But yeah, man, it's. She said she logged off a word coming in for you. Not sure. Oh, okay.
What happened?
Nah, she look like she a little busy.
What's up, Tamise? We just finished talking about you, baby.
Yeah.
We just finished talking about you. Your mahogany wood.
Yeah, that man.
This is the last day we'll ever burn mahogany wood in the studio with just me and nephew.
Yo, man, we cannot burn it together.
Hey, Tamise, I don't know if you can see this, but we were just talking about you, baby. We got all your candles.
Yeah, we love that mahogany wood, bro.
We got mahogany wood burning right here in the studio right now, Tamise. We just finished talking about you. That's what we opened up the show, opening up your box here. So thank you, baby girl. But see if you can accept me to join.
What off of there?
Yeah. I don't think she got enough for. Yeah.
No, should be able to. If she requests.
Oh no, that's Tamise.
Tell her to request first so I can see if it pop up.
Let me go to. Oh, I can accept her. I can bring her on here. I'm bringing her on over here. What's up, baby?
Hey, I don't know. I've never been live on this one, so I just tried this way. I don't know what's going on. I fake my spam and everything, and I'm getting every other email, just not the one from Cliff. So, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah, we hear you. So go ahead. So tell us your thinking of what happened in Birmingham, Alabama this week.
It's not a thinking. It's what I know.
Okay. Well, tell us what you know.
So there were, and unfortunately, I really hate to say this, but that age range, they cause issues. And of course, I went to the Mighty Mustangs, and every year it's been great. We don't have any issues. Everybody show love. It doesn't matter if you were in class in 1996 or 2000, or 1999. So this particular year, I'm sorry, is that me?
No, that was we got mic because we bringing you on. I got the microphone hooked up to the phone. So go ahead. Turn me down a bit.
Right. Be here. I don't know.
No, you good, Mama. Go ahead.
So, well, of course, Fran, and she's a SRO for Jackson Olin. So she had to work out there. The back part of the park. So you have the DA, Jefferson County DA. He's right across. Then our tent is right when you're entering into the field. Mm-hmm. So, you walk around this and the other. So there's a young man who was tried for murder, and he was found not guilty. Of course, no names will be said, okay?
Okay.
Outside of, Fran, but he was found not guilty. So with that, at that moment when he was found not guilty, he had a hit on his head. This is all recent. Okay. He decided to come out to the park. Toward the end of the day, there was a huge, there were 3 fights that broke out, all surrounding him. Each class, you're going to say we have an after party. Okay.
Right.
So they cleared the park out. It's any other, because it was so well. So anyway, afterward, you have your after party.
Uh-huh.
My class and others were at one club. You have other clubs, and then you had Hush, which is out there on what club it was. So I'll say the name of the club. They were, because of that class, of course, the person who put the money or put the bound on his head, you're going to go there. That's where he is. The people that were standing in line to get into the club is who got hit. Two being my cousins, and one right now is in the hospital. So I felt it was selfish on both terms because, let me go back some more. So there was a witness who actually she heard the shooting. She ran into her window. I don't know if you all heard about that. And the car, she described the car to a T. And the car, they had the nerve. So after you shot, you circled the block, came back and sit and watched.
Wow.
It was selfish on both sides because this man knew, this young boy who was 23 years old, yes, he is deceased, but you knew that you had to hit out. And you put others in danger.
Right.
The ones who did this ignorant shit, excuse my language, you could have, and I'm not wishing that on anyone, but you could have, if you really wanted just that target, you didn't have to do that to all those others. They didn't do anything. And it was 21. I don't know if you are corrected, but it was 21 people that were hit.
Yeah.
And 4 deceased. And there are a few that's still in the hospital that's still fighting for their lives. I have an issue with this law because number one, and I will say, Kay Ivey, they took the age down to 18 to get a freaking permit, but you can't be 18 to get a cigarette. You can't be 18 and go in here and buy alcohol, but you can be 18 and carry a pistol. Right. You don't need a permit. I love my guns. I do. However, in everything that we have and all that we do, there should be rules, and there are none. And she removed them. And we've heard from the White House. We've heard from so many around the world, and here it is. We've not heard anything from Kay Ivey. And the reason why is because everything that they set up is exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Am I too loud?
No, you're fine.
And that's how I see that. Now, as far as our governor, she hasn't opened her mouth yet.
Yeah.
And she's not going to. When you can hear from the White House, I don't care how many hours after, and you can't even hear from your own governor.
Right.
What does that say? The same one. You don't have to have a pistol permit at all. You dropped it to 18. And I heard you all say, you can't go here, and because it was the South Side, I don't give a damn where it is. I'm tired. Like, it is not because it hit my household. Just before I knew, I'm sitting there, and you can't help but to cry because it was senseless. Right. And the video that I've seen, this baby is laying there dead. This boy is over here, and just to know that I have to walk, and when I walk onto that hospital floor, it's in trauma on night. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm tired, and now you don't know if you're going to be able to walk again, all because you were just standing out there waiting. Every time my daughter and her husband's in town, that's the club they go to because it's a really nice club. And I just hate it for those babies. I know I hate it for those. I hate it for my family, but I hate it for those babies. And to see a young lady laying there on the ground, it's just time out. It's time out.
If you guys are watching
my
this right
cousin,
now,
She FaceTimed me today and she said, I'm able to feel my toes. I can feel a little bit. And she's smiling because we're trying to smile. We're praying. But this is time out. It's time out. My other cousin, she was injured, shot in the foot, and her friend was shot in the arm. She never comes out. She decided that this night she was coming out. This is just too much. It's too much. And to see these people, they're on the ground, laying there, and they're asleep like they haven't left the hospital. And normally hospitals have this certain smell. Every hospital has a certain smell. Once I got off the elevator on that floor, it's because they're all on trauma.
Right.
The smell wasn't even the hospital smell. It was
I know. I know the smell. Trust me, I know the smell.
So I know we're upset,
Yeah.
but if you don't take anything out of this, it's time out. It's time out. Like, we can't blame the cops. We can't put everything on them. It takes us. And the fact that they don't even have anyone in custody, that's a problem. People want to say, hey, in this website, this Facebook page where they put everything out there and they say, hey, the police is on 5th Street, or you might not want to go that way. That shit got to stop. It has to stop. Because you're telling these, and I don't want to call them what I want to call them, but you're telling these suspects where the police is, where not to go. This is bad. This is bad. 21 people, and you still have people fighting for their lives.
Oh,
You see it?
I'm sorry.
No, you good. You see it? The black thing. Yeah. Denise, so you were there, and it was, and I'm sorry you had to see this and go through this, baby. If you guys are just locking in right now, we have our co-host Denise. She's on TikTok with us. She was actually at the event that actually happened over the weekend. I'm glad you're safe, number one, Denise.
yeah.
Sorry, to hear about your family
Most
members.
definitely.
But you see how close to home this was for us and everybody that's involved, right? I mean, like I said, that is a place that we feel you felt safe before this weekend.
When people say that's why I stay at home, I don't say that. And I still won't stay at home. I don't do much. You know me.
Right.
But the young man that was on the news Friday, 15 years old, who has a 2-year-old brain now because he was at home playing a video game.
Right.
So bullets come everywhere. I will not allow some coward-ass ninjas, whether black or white, because that word means ignorant, to stop me or have me as a prisoner at my home. Because at that point, I look at it as they're scaring you and you're letting them take over. Things happen, but don't let them win. Don't let them win.
But here's the thing for me, Denise, as a man, right? And I'm out with you. I'm out with nephew, right? I'm Joe Lockett, right? Your brother, right? Your friend, the guy who loves the hell out of you. And I don't want the other me to come out anymore. You know what I'm saying? The ninja, me. That guy, I laid him to rest about 15 years ago. Right? That guy, I don't want to see again. Because that guy don't give a damn about nobody and nothing. And people think I have no emotions now. if I have to revert back to that guy when I'm out with with people like Denise and Keisa and Regina and all those other folks, bro, and Kinshasa, if I have to be that guy, that's not going to be good for me or anybody else around. Because now I'm a soldier. I'm no longer a citizen. And most men know what I'm talking about when you go to that frame of mind, right? And it becomes the wild, wild west at that point, right? And that's what I'm afraid that could happen if we don't get this under control. And I agree with Denise here. I don't want to go to my bravado. I want to go to it's time out. I don't know how to solve this problem. I don't think we know what to do because the laws is not in place to actually do what we need to do. The only thing I can say is we need to be very diligent when you go out. Ladies, please, if you go out as a group, make sure you're aware of your surroundings, sit with your back to the door. Make sure you're sitting in a place where you can get under a table. If you hear anything, go get low. Most people that shoot, they shoot high, right? When they start to spray, they spray high. They don't spray low. So the first thing you do is get flat. The rules is get flat as possible, right? Just get down. Don't be trying to look. Get down. Don't be trying to get behind anything. The first thing you need to do is just get the hell down. If you're outside, get under something. Get under a car. Get in anything you can. Those are the first rules of engagement when it comes to if you hear a popping noise. And that's bad to say, but that's what we need to be able to do. And I would say also make sure you get to a place that has 2 exits, or you sit close to the exit, right? So you can get the hell up out of there. When you're sitting there, sit with your back where you can see the people exit. Because anybody that's walking in, you're going to see them looking suspicious. You're going to see that they're going to have a look in their eye, and they're going to have their hands somewhere they shouldn't have their hands, and they're going to be moving in a way they shouldn't be moving, right? And I'm just saying this for ladies. Men, we already know this, but women, this is some things you need to be aware of when you go to places, when you're out by yourself and you're drinking, right? I'm be very careful out there right now, because we got people putting boundaries on people, and they don't care where they take out the boundary. Because I think the biggest thing is there's no anymore.
No, there's not.
You know what I'm saying? There used to be a code, and I'm from the streets, but I'm not street. I'm not gangster. I was in a gang, but I was in the biggest gang in the world. I was in the military, right? So I was in one of the biggest gangs ever, and I'm trained in this. When I went to Desert Storm, and we did what I did. The smell Denise had said she smelled that night, I smelled for months, right? I've unalived people. I've had people unalived around me. I get it. I suffer from PTSD because of that. So I know what all this stuff is, and I know what all this stuff means at the end of the day. And, I don't want to revert back to what I used to be and my thought pattern I used to have, because this is why you see me, nephew, Denise, I'm not speaking much about it. I don't want to get triggered, bro. I don't, because I get quiet and I go into a zone. And I'm not going to, go any further. Anybody who deals with PTSD, anybody that's been through this, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? That's a dark place that we don't want to go to. You know what I'm saying? And
I'll say this also.
Go ahead.
When your gut tell you not to do, follow your first mind. There was a lady who she said that she'd gone to other hospitals, Brookwood, Princeton, St. Vincent, and she couldn't find her daughter. Uh-huh. She gets to UAB, and that's where her daughter was, and they told her, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, but she didn't make it." She screamed, I told her I felt something was going to happen. And sometimes we ignore it, even when we're in traffic. And you know how you say, Dave, I'm going to go this way. Yeah. And you go the way that the second thought instead of the first, and you end up sitting in traffic. Yeah. That popped in my head, when I heard that. I'm like, dang, sometimes you need to follow your first mind. I look at it as God tells you, and sometimes we need to listen. Most times we need to listen, and majority of the time we don't. But follow your first mind. Like I said, I was trying to say her name. She just, you know what? I'm gonna go out. She's a student at Spelman, And
Exactly.
she was doing schoolwork. And she said, I'm gonna go. She said, I'm gonna go out, and she don't go out. And here it is. And when you said PTSD is, I'm glad you brought that up, because I was speaking to someone earlier, and I said, some people feel like you only get PTSD if you go out to the military. PTSD is something serious, because this would never go away.
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
You can you can find ways to deal with it, but let me just tell you something, Denise. It comes back and it hunts you at the least at points in your life that you didn't expect it to. I could be sitting in a restaurant, right? And this is crazy, but anybody who deal with PTSD can understand what I'm saying. I could be sitting in a restaurant and everything starts to move slow. And the vision that I'm having is not the vision that the people sitting there. The vision that's in my head and what I actually literally see is there's a storm. I actually see my friends being hit. I actually can hear, like, it's like you go into a zone and you start to remember your brain, whatever's in front of you, your brain takes over and it takes you back to that moment. If you ever seen anybody in like a blank stare when they sit in a place or whatever, something there or a noise or a smell has triggered them to go back to that moment, and they don't see you nor hear you. I have that often. You see what I'm saying? So I know what the hell that can be, and that's why I'm very quiet and I always sit with where I can see the door, because I know me, I'll freak the hell out and go onto a tangent. And that tangent with people with PTSD and their strain, they could hurt somebody. I've seen it. I've never did it myself, but I felt myself being in a situation where I probably could. And that's something that I'm working through now myself. You know what I mean? So be very careful about that, Denise. The one thing I do want to say for you, baby girl, I'm happy that you're okay. You said one of your cousins were actually involved and was hit, correct?
Two of them.
Two of your cousins was hit. Are they okay? Or are they going to be okay? Or we don't know yet?
So she's fine. She actually was released on her shot. The other one is actually still there, and it's in the back. And we don't know if she'll be able to walk again.
Wow. So, let me ask you this question: when you went through what you went through, Denise, what went through your mind?
What went through my mind on what?
When you heard the shot,
No. I got to the hospital.
Okay, so you wasn't there.
Right, they were there.
Okay.
I was at the hospital. We got to the hospital.
Okay.
And it was over 200 people. You would have thought you were at a concert. It was so crowded. It was but the smell was at that hospital. Like all those people, that smell, I've never smelled anything like that. And it was just blood.
I know.
Yeah. But the young lady that was laying on the ground, if I have that, and they were just walking around her, that'll be something I have to tell you about out there.
I got you. If you guys are just logging in right now, we're talking about the incident that happened right here in Birmingham, Alabama, right where we do one of our shows at downtown on the south side over the weekend. 21 people were injured, 4 was unalive. Our co-host, Denise, was not there, but the event popped off at one of the events that she was attending earlier that evening. And some of her family members was actually at the event where it happened on Saturday night at a lounge called Hush. And 2 of Denise's family members were injured in the process, and we did not know that until today. But 4 people were unalive. There are people alive in critical danger at this point in time. And the thing I want to say to all the families out here from the Joe Lockett Show, from Denise, myself, and nephew number 1 is prayers to the families. Number 2, I just want to tell everybody, wherever city you live in, wherever you listen to our show is, be very careful out here, man. And I asked, and we're asking for your prayers in Birmingham, Alabama. If anybody have any answers on how to resolve our issue that we're having in Birmingham, you know, for whatever community this is a problem that we're having, and we need to fix it quickly. Because like I'm with Denise, I'm with nephew, I'm tired, it's ignorant, and it's time out for this, y'all. Denise, thank you so much, baby girl. Is there anything that you want to add to the topic?
No, just don't let them win. Don't let them win.
All right. I know you're busy, baby girl. Thank you for chiming in for you. And we love you. All right, nephew. Let's get back to the that's just one news story.
I know, right?
All right. Thank you, everybody, for Denise. Thank you for chiming in, baby. We appreciate you for coming onto the show today. Because she usually come on Wednesday, but she jumped on the show today to talk about that. So let's get into the other stuff in entertainment news. What else we got?
All right. Next up in entertainment news.
Thank you, Kate. I appreciate you. Kate is a person that worked with a lot of vets. Kate, we thank you for your diligence. You do. I will be transparent. Kate works with me from time to time. So thank you for the work that you put in with me too. I appreciate it.
Bet. Oh snap!
We have more guns than bodies. It's out of control. Not sure that we can fix this issue of unaliving people. I'm with you. I don't know if we can either. Let's go, man. What else we got?
Let me get this out the way since it was kind of like related to it.
Okay, go ahead.
Memphis. Prayers out to y'all too.
Memphis?
Yeah.
What happened to Memphis?
Stuff is getting out. You know about the Young Dolph situation, right?
Right.
The young man that got killed, the rapper.
Yeah.
Well, the trial has been going on, and apparently, there was a hit alleged. Allegedly, there was the folks that did the hit on Dolph said that it was Yo Gotti's brother. And his brother, if you don't know, his brother is already deceased.
Right.
So they reported that up in the trial. I know the hip hop world, they gonna feed on that. It's probably gonna blow up as much as not as much as the Diddy one, but this is gonna get a lot of attention with it being because it's Yo Gotti.
Right.
These are both Memphis
folks.
Folks. Like Gotti is a Memphis legend. This was an up and comer. So you don't want to correlate the two. I'm not going to correlate the two, but I'm gonna give it to you how it is. Those gonna be the main two taglines.
Right.
So like I said, prayers out to them. There's more information coming out on this. I won't even hold it long. Just make sure that you do your diligence. If you are fans of these folks like I am, and if you are a hip hop head like I am, you want to make sure that justice is served.
Right.
Now, brighter news. Oh Lord Jesus.
Let's get on to some brighter stuff.
Some brighter news. It's a lot of happy birthdays to get out.
All right, what we got?
I hate I got to say happy birthday to y'all on this type of note, but happy 52nd birthday to Jermaine Dupri.
Okay, Jermaine.
Yeah, man.
He got legendary status with them. I like
legendary
Jermaine.
status. Shout out to Jermaine
Dupri.
Yeah.
Anybody who's been with Janet Jackson.
I mean,
oh, even though she in hot water, isn't it?
Yeah, she in the news too. She in the news too.
Yeah, Janet.
Now, I do want to give out another happy birthday to a very special woman to me. Shout out to TT Tangi. It's her birthday.
TT.
Yeah, my
happy
auntie.
birthday, baby.
So I'm going to give y'all the link. Happy birthday, TT.
Happy birthday, TT. Happy birthday. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, I wasn't supposed to do karaoke, bro. Okay, it wasn't supposed to be, but go ahead.
Yeah, man. So shout out to them, man.
All right.
The Virgo? Ain't this Virgo month?
I don't know. I don't care nothing about Cancer. I'm a Cancer. I don't care about no other month.
That's crazy. Now which one of these am I going to start first? Hold on, 1 sec. Cue up the right news topic. Did the birthday, did the local,
birthday is done. TT got a birthday going on. What else we got?
Oh wow. So the Janet Jackson one didn't even get into this one. But she's in hot water because she said that
Janet Jackson is not in hot water.
she said that Kamala
Yes.
is not black.
said no.
Said that she heard that her daddy was white,
Yes,
which he's not.
right. But this is what I'm gonna say.
I'm not gonna lie, Joe. I
No,
love Janet.
I'm
but
not gonna let y'all get
she
away
needs
with
to
it.
Shut up.
No, she don't.
She needs to shut up.
No, no,
Joe,
No.
she already
No.
started wrong.
no. But here's the thing, bro.
Oh Lord.
They asked Janet a question, right? And I look for it. I can't find this anywhere. Number one,
They took it down.
you see what I'm saying?
They took it down.
So here's the thing. Context is everything. You see what I'm saying? The question that was asked, what all did she say? Right?
Yeah. I if I'm not gonna, because I don't think they even quoted in what I seen it from, but they asked her about Kamala
Right.
and what was going on in the race. What did she know? Is she up to date?
Right.
Stuff like that.
And
interview
bruh,
questions.
but she's on the road, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's doing this. I'm getting Janet because I love me some Janet. I don't think she meant nothing malicious in what she's saying. I think people are going hard after she didn't have her information right. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? She had it wrong because she said, I heard, which means she don't know much about the vice president. She didn't say she is. She said, I heard. Now, this is what I would say because she's Janet. Stay away from stuff that you heard when you own a podcast or you're talking with somebody because you are Janet Jackson and people are going to use your wrong words against you.
They definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
will.
But Janet Jackson, bro, I have to give her a pass because you never heard her do anything malicious to anybody. You see what I'm saying? And I like Janet Jackson. I'm being very biased on this right here, but I don't think she meant anything malicious or meant any malicious intent against the vice president. I do not.
I hope not.
I don't, bro, because she
That
didn't
ain't
know
look
she
like
didn't know
that.
the ethnicity of the vice president's husband, which means she don't know a lot about the vice president.
Oh, she didn't even know the husband white. Maybe
No.
she mixed the two.
Again,
Maybe
she said,
maybe she mixed the two.
and whatever it was, bro, I'm gonna say this because she can get a pass because she's a black woman. I'm saying this. I'm giving she can get a pass.
She can get
bro.
a bag because she's a black woman.
She's a black woman. She was ill-informed. She didn't know what she was talking about. She shouldn't have said it on that interview. But being on the road traveling, right? Everybody's not into politics, bro.
They're not.
Everybody's not. You know what I mean? So, and again, the only thing people are saying is what she said, not the full context, not the full question, what she said before and after. I want to hear the whole thing. So I'm not going to condemn. And like I said, I'm being very biased about this because I love me some
Mhm.
Janet Jackson. But Janet Jackson would give me over her 30 or 40 years in the music industry, bro. She have given me no indication that she would be saying this to be very malicious to anybody, especially the first woman. Not the first woman, but the vice president is running for the president of the United States.
All right. Well, shout out Janet Jackson. Next up, Victoria Monet. She tell everybody she's single now.
D said she apologized. I'm sure.
Yeah, I
she did.
seen it. I seen it.
Yeah, but you know something? Like I said, that's just Janet though. I mean that goes without saying.
We ain't on Janet.
Yeah, but I'm
She
Look,
ain't
Janet,
Janet.
baby.
know.
I'm always gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because she
Man.
love. I'm
What?
gonna love me some Janet to the end of time.
Look, Joe. I got you. One of my little boo things just got back single. I want to talk about that. All right.
Who?
Victoria Monet.
Victoria Monet. Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. You've been seeing her walk around this little light skinned model dude, all happy and stuff with his kid.
Yeah.
She just said she's single. She
Okay.
said, "Hey, man, we cool. That's my homeboy.
Right.
He got a baby or whatever. But I'm single. I'm solo dolo. So it might be hopes. You know what I mean? We blow up.
We blowing.
All right, man. I can put my chips in. I came from the gutter, girl. You know what it is. I can imagine so much BS on
Are you trying to say T.I. or D.I.T.?
What?
D? No, I'm reading what D said. I think she said I should have seen what D.I. Oh, she said D.L. said about her. I don't want to know what D.L.
DL went in on her.
Yeah, but bro, but see again,
DL went in.
but DL is going to use his platform to denigrate anybody. You know what I'm saying? When
Oh, I thought you was gonna take the layup, bro. I was gonna say nothing.
no,
Don't do DL like that.
no, bro.
Don't do it
DL,
like that.
I agree with DL a lot of the times, bro. I do.
Wow, as a conservative,
Yes, I did. I agree, bro. Just because I'm a conservative, doesn't mean I don't like your viewpoints and things. That just DL fights a good battle for the most part for our community. I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
okay.
But this one here, bro, I don't know what he said, but anything that he said against Janet Jackson at this point in time, right, without looking at her career track record and not giving her the benefit of the doubt, right? And I haven't listened to what DL said, but if he went in the way I think that I know that he can go,
definitely did.
I'm gonna say, bro, she is a black woman, and understanding who she is, she was probably ill-informed, shouldn't have spoke, but I don't think she deserved the vitriol that he probably said to her. I don't think Janet Jackson deserved it. And I'm saying it because I like Janet Jackson, but Janet Jackson have never been in the news for nothing vitriolic to anybody, for real, for real. She's just a soft-spoken person that's nice, easygoing, and wants to be loved and love people.
That's what she do.
You know what I mean? So everybody make mistakes. So, yeah. But whatever DL had to say, man, if it was anything that I know, the way I know he can go in, I'm gonna have to go against him on this one here. But I'm gonna listen to it. But let's go.
Okay, then I won't read it off. Okay.
Huh?
I said then I won't read it off.
But go ahead, read it.
Okay.
What DL said.
First tweet: Janet Jackson's interview sound like a Trump rally. FYI, it's a little ironic to question whether someone is black while you're breathing through the nose of a white woman. Team DI. Yo, that is crazy to say, dog. That's crazy to say, man.
And I think it's unfair and unwarranted. I really do. It's unfair and unwarranted for Janet, bro. But that's DL, so
yeah, that's dirty talk.
It is, bro.
Sorry.
That
is really mean.
Janet don't deserve that, bro. Janet Jackson don't deserve that. That's an Omarosa, Candace Owens type comment. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, the people who have literally did things or said things. Huh?
You trying to say Amber Rose?
No, Omarosa. Is what
Omarosa. Okay,
and
never
Amber Rose.
mind.
I probably missed it, but I meant Omarosa, and Amber Rose. You know what I'm saying? Those young ladies know their lane. They know how to get the clickbait. They know things to say. That ain't Janet Jackson's.
DL had to say, DL had to do.
Yeah, like I said, DL. That was, to me, that was out of pocket, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was out of pocket, but it is what it is. That's DL.
All right, shout out Janet Jackson, man.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be sure he calls for further investigation of the entire group of individuals that all worked alongside Kim Porter's residence. He's calling this out to the carpet. If you don't know, if you've been under a rock, this is part of the Diddy stuff. Because there's still stuff coming out, and for some reason, I'll be sure somebody that was very close to Diddy feels this information is still not getting highlighted, still not getting called to bat, even though I think somebody wrote a book that released during this weekend too, which is crazy.
Using her name, which is not have not been proven to be from her or anything that she did.
Yeah.
So that's a false advertisement.
And that's, I don't like them using her like that.
Yeah.
Regardless, I can care less about Diddy at this point. Too much on his record and too much that we've seen to make me have any type of sympathy for his situation.
Right.
I do not like y'all using Kim's name like this. Let her rest in peace, bro. She already had a hard enough life that we could only imagine given her situation.
Dealing with Diddy, yeah.
I will say I really don't don't like that. When you don't show respect
Man, this
to
mahogany wood is kicking, boy.
it is. It really is.
This mahogany wood is.
It got its feeling cozy in here and everything.
Yeah, man. You know, I want to go in, but I need to put some butt naked on or something before I can get. So I can get mad. I can't get mad with mahogany wood up in here.
It calm you down.
I can't. It's like that mahogany wood, bro. Oof,
Man, it lit me up over here.
bro. That mahogany wood, bro. Oof.
But yeah, man, I don't. You don't show respect to the dead. You don't show respect to your elders,
Right.
and you mistreat young folks. That, like how you said earlier, bro. For some reason, there ain't no code no more, man.
Yeah, that's not a code.
It ain't no code.
Everybody's here for clickbait. Everybody's trying to be microwave at this point. And I'm gonna say this about Diddy, and I'm not gonna get into it. Everybody that has something that's coming out now and got a Diddy story to tell, shut the hell up. Shut your ass up. Real talk. I don't want to hear shit from nobody, bruh. Right now, when I go through my timeline.